The 4 foreign nationals have been arrested and then charged with transporting suspected Iran-made weapons on a vessel that was intercepted by the U.S. naval forces in the Arabian Sea last month. The 2 Navy SEALs died during the mission, and the complaint unsealed in the U.S. District Court has alleged that the 4 were transporting suspected Iranian-made missile parts for the type of weapons used by the Houthis. All 4 were carrying Pakistani identification cards. The Navy Special Warfare Operator First Class Christopher J. Chambers attempted to board the boat on the 11th of January. And according to the U.S. officials who are familiar with what happened, he slipped into the gap that was created by the high waves between the vessel and the SEAL's combatant craft. As Chambers fell, Navy Special Warfare Operator Second Class Nathan Gage Ingram jumped in to try and save him. The Attorney General has pledged the Justice Department will use legal authority to hold accountable those who facilitate the flow of arms from Iran to the Houthis, Hamas and others. Now, Mohammed Pahalwan has been charged with attempting to smuggle advanced missile components. The missile parts include a warhead that he is accused of knowing would be used by the Houthis against commercial shipping of the Israelis and the Americans in the Red Sea corridor. He has also been charged with providing false information to U.S. Coast Guard officers during the boarding of the vessel. Pahalwan's co-defendants Mohammad Mazhar, Ghufran and Izhar Mohammed were also charged with providing false information. According to the prosecutors, the Navy forces boarded a small unflagged vessel that was described as a dhow and then encountered 14 people in the ship in the Arabian Sea off the Somali coast. The naval forces, in fact, searched the dhow and then found what the prosecutors say were Iranian-made arms, including parts of medium-range ballistic missiles and anti-ship cruise missiles. All 14 sailors on the dhow were brought onto the USS Louis B. Puller after Navy forces determined the dhow was not seaworthy. They were then brought back to Virginia, where criminal charges were filed against the 4 and material witness warrants were filed against the other 10. Now, according to the FBI affidavit, Navy was entitled to board the ship because they were conducting an authorized flag verification to determine the nation where the dhow was registered. Now, the dhow was determined to be sailing without a flag and was therefore deemed a vessel without a nationality, and that was, of course, subject to U.S. law. And according to the affidavit, the sailors on the dhow admitted that they had departed from Iran, although at least one of the men initially insisted that they had departed from Pakistan. The affidavit further states that crew members had been in contact with multiple times by satellite phone with a member of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard Corps. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.